This masterclass is to demonstrate how to create your to-do list or workflow. Before starting, consider your existing workflow. That is, every task that you and your couples complete throughout the wedding planning process, from the first point of contact through to post-ceremony. For each task, ask yourself when it needs to be completed and what information the couple needs. Do they need reminders? Do they need access to any documentation such as a contract, invoice, questionnaire, or a guide? Consider how much time is required from you to support the couple to be able to complete the task. For example, are you required to manually send them reminders and documentation? Once you've considered this, it's time to create your workflow. To-do lists are specifically created within the package settings so that you can tailor to suit each individual package, as the workflow that you have for one package may be different to the workflow you have for another. I highly recommend that you create the to-do list for your most comprehensive package first. The platform will save this to-do list and you will be able to use it as a starting point for your other packages so that you don't have to create another list from scratch. This is my most comprehensive workflow, so I will show you as an example. Note that it's currently in alphabetical order and each item says that it doesn't have a due date. When the to-do list is automatically shared within the couple's collaborative planning space, it will change to chronological order based on the wedding date and the order that tasks need to be completed in. And it will also say when the task is due. So for this example ceremony, you can see that in the information tab, there is a date and time saved, and therefore the to-do list has been placed into the correct order. Can you see how some of the items on my to-do list are lighter and they have an eye icon with a line through them? These items have been customized so that they won't be visible to couples. They're for my eyes only, for the celebrant's eyes only. The speech bubble icon means that there is a description for this task. The couple will be able to see the description when they click on it. The envelope icon means that there's a reminder message for this task and it will be automatically shared to couples in the chat box at the relevant time. So in this space here, couples will not be able to see the tasks that are lighter with the eye with a line through it. They will be able to see a description when they click on the task if it has a description attached. And if there is a reminder message, it will pop up in the chat box for them here. To add new tasks, simply click Add Task. Insert the name of the task, remembering that couples will see it. So for example, it might be something like apply for marriage license. Or it might be something like book video call with Vic. Then if you want more information in relation to this task, you can pop that in here. So for example, it might be use my Calendly link, and you can insert the link here using the hyperlink button to book a video call with me to discuss XYZ. Do I want them to be able to see this? Yes, I do. Do I want them to be able to tick it off themselves? Yes or no? When do I want them to be able to do this? Oh, sorry, when do I want this task to be due? Edit. An exact date, the days after booking, the number of days before the event, or the number of days after the event. Make sure I press the green save button. And then do I want the platform, the My Celebrant platform, to tick this task off for me? So for example, if this was a task that involved completing a questionnaire or uploading some documentation, I can tell the platform what needs to happen in order for the task to be ticked off automatically. and I need to remember to press the green save button. Reminder messages will be sent automatically to the couple in the chat box. The chat box is a really significant feature on the My Celebrant platform. It's been designed to keep all communication between you and the couple in one place, easily accessible from your device anywhere, anytime. Couples love that they can build an intimate relationship with you and feel like VIPs. Due to the informal conversational nature of the chat box, I recommend keeping reminder messages short and sweet so that the couple isn't overwhelmed. It's also worth including a sentence that states that the message has been automated, and potentially that the couple may disregard it if they've already done the task to avoid any confusion. So, for example, if you're sending an automated reminder message about paying their balance, couples can disregard the message if they've already paid. So if this is to do with, booking something through my Calendly link, they're booking in a video call with me, I might pop in a message like this that just says something like, "Hey, lovebirds, it's time to have a face-to-face catch up to chat about XYZ. Please use this link," and insert my link, to book a video call with me. This is an automated message that you can disregard if you've already booked the video call in with me. Something like that. And then you can say, when do I want this message to be sent? A certain number of days before the task is due, days before the wedding, or days after the wedding. If the task has already been completed and ticked off, the reminder will not be sent. Or you can say, send it anyway, even if the task has already been ticked off. So you can decide. And then just remember to press the green save button at the bottom. Something to keep in mind is that we don't want to be double handling information or creating more work for ourselves. It's worth considering which information will already be gathered by My Celebrant and through the template forms that you create, such as your questionnaires. For example, if prior to using the My Celebrant platform, your initial email communication with couples would usually include asking them for administrative details, you don't need to include this in your workflow because the platform will already gather all of this information for you. So instead, in your workflow, you may just have a task for the couple saying, fill in the information tab or share your wedding information with me. You don't need to create a really lengthy message that asks for all of the specific details. You can just say, pop to the info tab and fill it all in if they haven't done it already, because lots of couples will fill that in when they send an inquiry through to you or once they sign in. It's fairly intuitive. So when you're adding a new package or creating your own package, you will fill in all of this information that we've already discussed in a previous masterclass. Now you can see that there is an option to use system default tasks here under the to-do list that's currently ticked automatically. Or if you click the drop down arrow here and press load task list, let me just move the video panel controls out of the way if I can. If I click load task list at the bottom, you will see that there is a My Celebrant app recommended default list as well. Now, I highly recommend that you only use a recommended default list or a system default task list as a starting point and adapt it or create your own, because only you will know what works best for your workflow and the type of business and lifestyle that you are trying to create for yourself. Now, remember at the start of this masterclass, I mentioned that it was worth creating your most comprehensive task list first. That's because when you come to create a new package, if you click the drop down arrow here and press load task list, it will also bring up any previous task lists that you've created for other packages. So if you've already created a really comprehensive workflow for your personalized ceremony or your most comprehensive package, you can click the overwrite button and it will pull that up for you. And then what you can do is you can go through and you can say, well, for this package, it's not as comprehensive, it doesn't have a rehearsal. And you can just simply delete that one from this workflow. You can tweak the more comprehensive to-do list to suit your simpler packages, and therefore you're not starting again from scratch. Just make sure that you save any new packages that you create down here. Delete this one. Now, something to note as well is that when a ceremony is booked and the to-do list is automatically shared in that collaborative planning space with the couple, doesn't mean that it's set in stone. So if for this particular couple, you're actually doing something a little bit different for them, you can add in extra tasks specifically for this couple here. You can change the task list or override the task list by loading one of your other ones. And you can delete or edit individual tasks in this space as well. So just because it's been assigned to a couple doesn't mean that it's set in stone. So the purpose of having an automated, streamlined workflow is to reduce your workload. And can you see how setting up this to-do list once will save you so much time? Imagine what you can be doing with that time, whether it's focusing on expanding your business or it's enjoying time with your family. It's a real win-win. Couples love the to-do list as well because they can clearly see what they need to do, when they need to do it, and how to do it. So it reduces that the manual side of things and that additional communication, the back and forth, answering the same questions over and over again. And it makes the wedding planning process really simple and stress-free.